So I was on the internet earlier this week and came across a post from Fandango's Facebook that announced a release date for Creed 3. I'll be honest, I was very skeptical about a Part 3 at first. Creed 1 was a masterpiece. It showed the journey of a man wanting to prove himself worthy of his father's legacy and achieving it. Not only that, but the film managed to emotionally move me and motivate me in a way that not even the most fan-servicing scene in a comic book movie could do. Creed 2 felt like a necessary sequel, since Adonis still needed to face the man who killed his father in the ring. Although not as great as the first, it was still a welcome sequel and nicely ties up the loose threads from Apollo Creed's storyline in the Rocky movies. There didn't need to be a Creed 3, I thought at first. Creed 2 was the perfect ending to Adonis' story. He's earned his father's name, and he has honored him by defeating Drago's son. There's nowhere else you can go with the story, other than to milk the franchise some more for cash. But then I thought about the Rocky movies in retrospect, and how the Creed movies mirrored them. In Rocky 1, he's a nobody who gets a shot at fighting with the world champ, Apollo Creed. He goes the distance with a champ and is greatly remembered for it. In Creed 1, he's the bastard son of Apollo Creed, who leaves his life of luxury to pursue the life of a fighter, and later goes the distance with the world champ, while simultaneously earning his father's name. Starting to sound kinda familiar? In Rocky 2, he's now the hometown celebrity who retires from fighting, but is pulled back into the fight when his life doesn't work out, and the world champion challenges him again. In Creed 2, he's the world champ like his father before him, but when the killer of his father challenges him to a fight, he accepts in order to exact revenge and honor his father. A little different in story, I know, but the theme of the film still heavily revolves around the life of a fighter. If you really think about it, every Rocky film has been about Stallone in his stages of life. Rocky 1, nobody. Rocky 2, a Philly celebrity. Rocky 3, superstar. Rocky 4, montage? Rocky 5 and 6, reminiscing on the simpler/old times after superstardom. Every Rocky movie also seems like it bookends Rocky's story there and there, but always manages to surprise us with a sequel that can just be as good as the previous installments. The films have never always been about the fight and who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. It's always been the lives of the fighters and the trials and tribulations they go through before entering the ring. And as Rocky reminds Rocky Jr.,
"You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done."
My point is, Creed 3, while maybe not a necessary sequel to reintroduce a member-buried character for Adonis to fight, it is a necessary sequel that can really show Adonis on his own and how he handles things after earning all that fame and glory, just like how Rocky did in Rocky 3. He won't be fighting for a title, for vengeance, but he will go through a journey of regaining his eye of the tiger again as life happens all around him. Bianca may just finally lose her hearing completely, and Adonis will have to learn to deal with that. Rocky might even die from his cancer or have already died, making Creed have to move on forward into the big fight of the movie without his only mentor. There are so many possibilities that can happen here and show us the next stage of Adonis' life and how he overcomes it. However Michael B. Jordan shows it, we'll just have to wait and see. Like they all say, it's not about the destination, but the journey. If you made it this far into the video, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you consider subscribing or donating to my Patreon or following me on my social links, and I hope you enjoyed the video.